Good morning, everybody. Father Ryan here, pastor at St. Joe Church. I don't know if I've done any updates of our new building, which we're going to call the DeVries Pastoral Center, after, of course, our founder, Father Joseph DeVries. Where I'm standing now is a ramp that will take us into our new building. The church is right over here, kind of in that direction there. There'll be two different ways to come into this building. This ramp will go all the way to the sidewalk, and then as we walk up the ramp, you will see over here another steps or stairway where you'll be able to come in from the parking lot. This gravel area will be paved before the project is over, so we'll have a nice paved parking lot. So you'll be able to park there, go up the steps, or if you need to use the ramp, you'll be able to come into the ramp to enter into the building this way. So come on with me. So here I am at the entrance. It kind of feels like the back of the building, but it's really going to be the entrance. So this will be a double doors. Of course, we have this nice area here. If it's raining or if we have bad weather, you can kind of get out of the weather, put your umbrella here, and then, of course, enter into the building. The building, of course, will be completely secure. We'll have cameras. You'll get buzzed in from this point forward, and you'll enter into an area where you can kind of, well, come on in. All right, so here we are in our sort of our lobby, our entrance. As you come in, there will be two doors here, and then there will be a door there. We've got a giant hot water heater in the way right now, but that's okay. We'll have our greeter here. A lot of times those are our volunteers, and they will help direct you where you need to go, get office staff, me, our associate pastor, whatever you might need. Again, we'll come in through a double door. Every building, just like your home, you need lots of storage. This room here is, of course, L-shaped, and it's a pretty big area for storage. You know, all the baptismal records, your marriage records. It's a big room, but we'll definitely need a lot of space. So as we walk down this hallway, it's a big hallway, and we wanted a big hallway because, again, if we have kids and stuff going to classes, you need a lot of space for them to run around and to be able to do what they got to do because they're kids. We'll have water fountains here. Everybody knows what bathrooms are like. Very exciting room here, mechanical room, a room none of us will ever use, but you know, you got to have that big hot water heater and all your fuse boxes and things of that nature. That's that room. Our next stop will be in here, which is one of our classrooms. This classroom here is big enough to accommodate about 30 students. That's a lot of students. So it's also set up to where you can kind of teach from either direction. Being a teacher myself, sometimes you want to teach this way, and sometimes you want to walk around and teach this way. So all of our classrooms will have tables that can be moved, chairs that can be moved, so teachers sort of accommodate how they want to teach. This end of the room will have a TV smart board like most classrooms today. So if you want to use your TV and smart board, you'll be able to do that. And of course, if you want to kind of walk up and down that hallway or that wall and teach, you can do that as well. So the next stop, another classroom, which is identical to this one, but again, another classroom like the other ones. So again, accommodate up to 30 students. Now here is kind of another foyer area. There will be a door here, so parents, like for faith formation, confirmation prep, sacramental prep classes, they would be able to drop their kids off not only in that part of the building, but also this part of the building. We'll have benches lining this wall so kids can kind of hang out. One of the cool features of this room, I wanted to do something kind of neat that would refer to, you know, obviously our church is St. Joseph. We have our Marian shrine, and of course, Christ is King. So something that is connected to Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. So I'm gonna have an artist paint a nativity scene on this wall here, so that when kids do come in, they'll immediately see that it is a Catholic building. So we want it to feel somewhat Catholic. It's hard to do that nowadays. Again, this is our space. We had to make it work with what we had. I think it's a beautiful building, but we still want to have that Catholic feel. So there will be a nativity scene here. Now, this room here will be another multi-purpose room. It will be two classrooms most of the time. So we do have a divider here that is supposed to be soundproof. So we do have two classrooms. This space here is basically a multi-purpose space. If we want a larger group, they can meet here. But if we also need that, we have that need for classrooms, and so we can use it as two classrooms as well. Lots of nice light in here and lots of windows, so it's a very nice space. So now we're going to continue to kind of walk back where we came from, but we're going to take a right-hand turn and we're going to check out the office. All right, so there is, of course, an entrance from the classroom area to the office area, so they are sort of separated so that we can have our own space. Much like our homes, the kitchen is, one of the focal points where a lot of the family, of course, hangs out. No different in an office. We hang out a lot in the kitchen. And so I wanted an area that was conducive to that. So, it'll be like a normal kitchen. We'll have an island here so that we can sort of gather around. Of course, it'll have a stove, an oven. It'll have a refrigerator, microwave, and a counter here so that, because we do eat together quite a bit. Obviously, you have to eat lunch together. So that will help us with that. And of course, we'll have a table here that will seat 10 people. So that's what this space is. It's kind of a place for a kitchen. It's a place for staff meetings, a place to eat lunch. All right, we'll go into this room next. This room here will be, we'll call it the library, but again, it'll be an area we can use for multiple things. We'll have bookshelves on either end of it. There will be a table in the middle that will accommodate 12 people. Lots of different groups have meetings, and there may be 5, 6 people, so this will be a space that they can use to have those meetings. Okay, so we'll walk back out to the hallway here. And this wall here is all just our offices. So obviously, we need office space. Church is growing. Our staff has grown a little bit over the last few years. So one of the main things that I heard from the staff here at St. Joseph is that they wanted a window. That makes sense. Who wants to work in a dungeon, right? We all want a little bit of natural light. So we tried to squeeze in as many offices as we could on this wall, and that's why there's so many of them, because everybody wanted a window. Makes sense. So this office is a little bit bigger. This would be the associate pastor's office. When Father Chris comes, this will be his office, and the associate pastors from that point forward. So this area here is get you to heaven. You go all the way up, and you'll go to heaven. Of course, is a stairways to more mechanical room. There's HVAC units, things of that nature. So again, we're really tight and squeezed in on this lot, and so you need a little extra space. You needed an area for them to be worked on. So again, you needed all this. So another office, bathroom for staff. Of course, their bathroom needed to be separate from the bathrooms for Faith Formation, Chesterton. So staff has their own bathroom. Of course, we have another office here, and then the pastor's office. So this will be my office, but it'll be whoever the pastor is. Again, the first door on the left as soon as you come in if you want to meet. So that's nice. The pastor will be available. Coming full circle, we come back to the lobby area, and this is kind of for our volunteers. There'll be a shelf there, whatever they might need, a copy machine, things of that nature. They'll have their own L-shaped desk, and they'll be able to, of course, allow people in and out of the building. One room I forgot to mention was our workroom. Forgot the workroom, so we'll check that out. This will be a workroom. This wall here will basically be cabinets with a bench sort of here, and then we'll have a copy machine here, a copy machine here. Obviously, we use a lot of copies. We make a lot of copies for different things. So we'll have 2 copy machines. Obviously, you have your mailboxes for your mail, and then this wall for paper and all the different things that you need to do office stuff. So this is obviously a necessary part of having an office. So as you could probably tell by this tour, we squeezed in a lot of stuff, and I think we got it all squeezed in. It's a very efficient building, and we're of course very excited to have a new office in a new building here at St. Joseph. All right, so to conclude, I have obviously stepped outside the building so you can kind of get a fuller view of our building across the street here. Again, a big thanks to so many who have helped support this project. As I've said over and over again, this parish has grown a great deal in the last 7 years, and we've just needed more space. Our buildings have gotten older, and we needed classrooms, we needed new offices, and so all of this, again, is because of you guys and your generous support at St. Joe's, and of course, for Renew 2. I'll end with this. I want to throw a date out there, June the 8th. So June the 8th is an important Sunday because that is when we will have our ribbon cutting. We'll have the blessing of the building, and you'll be able to take a tour of it on that day. It's a Sunday at 4 o'clock. But an added note, and a very important part of this, is it's also going to be our sort of goodbye to Father Corey. That will be his last weekend as well. We'll have a big parish celebration where we'll have food, we'll have inflatables for the kids, we'll have ice cream. We might have karaoke. I'm just throwing that out there. We'll see. June the 8th, we'll have the ribbon cutting, the blessing, and sort of a parish celebration. We haven't done that in a long time, so we're looking forward to that. So again, thanks to all those who, of course, support St. Joe, and especially Renew too.